Right, hi everyone. In this video I'm going to do a quick one showing you how you can change the sync speed of your camera so that you can go faster than the sync speed. What you do need for this though are specific flashes which can deal with higher than sync speed requests. So the normal sync speed, to explain what it is in your camera, in front of you've got your mirror, which is there, that flips up, and then you have what we call effectively your shutter. And as that opens, what happens is not a case of it flips up and down, that's the mirror. The actual shutter goes up, and then another shutter goes up at that, and then it comes back down. So if you're doing that 5 times a second, it's going open, open, close, open, open, close, open, open, close, like that. If you get beyond sync speed, what that is what happens, instead of it getting all the way to the top and having the full sensor exposed, what's happening is coming up a little bit, and then the second curtain, the closing part of the shutter, starts coming up at the same time. So what happens is you just get a band in between. So if you're doing it 8,000th of a second, it will just be a tiny band which is going up. Meanwhile, if you're going at 250th of a second, normally the sync speed of most sensors and flashes, what happens is that you usually get full exposure, full sensor, and then it quickly closes. But let's say you go to 320th of a second, what happens is almost full exposure, but maybe just the bottom bit will be blacked out, or maybe the top bit will be blacked out, depending on which way your shutter goes. So how to change it, so that's what it is, this is how to change it on your camera. So just now, if I use this as the commander mode to set off this flash in the background, happily does that, but it will only go to 250th of a second. So if I take a photo just now, as you can see, we can happily see that the flash has gone off there. However, unfortunately, we can't increase the shutter speed. So if I try and rotate anything, I can go down, but I can't go up. 200 is the max. If I change it to aperture mode, well, okay, I'll need to change the ISO as well. So if I change the ISO up to 6400, it's saying high 1, and that's meaning it can't get above, as you can see, it's just now totally overblown because it can't change the shutter speed fast enough. So what you need to do is go into the menu, go down to Custom Setting menu, Bracketing and Flash, Flash Sync Speed. So that's where it normally is, 250th of a second. Now you can change it up to these two. So 1 to 320, and the Auto FP is Auto Focal Plane. Click OK. So now if we go, see now we're getting a 400th of a second. And boom, we're getting a better controlled exposure. So if I change it into manual mode now, I can happily go to a huge amount. And now we don't get any black bars going up and down the image. So the only thing which you need to be aware of, apart from changing the menu setting, is that you need to have a flash which has the capability to do faster than sync speed photos. So what actually happens is normally these guys just put out a blast of flash, they just go bang, that's it. However, even though it's still a microscopic amount of time, what's happening is whenever it's now doing faster than sync speed, it's now doing potentially multiple flashes or a long flash. It's usually multiple flashes, so it's actually going flash, 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 flash as the shutter plane opens. So as it opens, it goes flash, 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 flash. So there needs to be a communication between the flash and the camera so it knows what shutter speed it's going at. So you can't just do it with your very basic flashes. You need to have ones which are, say, high speed sync compatible. So with the Nikon D everything, or the SB900s, SB910s, SB700s, that's absolutely fine. The Yongnuo YN565EX, that also has high speed sync, and so does the Gloxy GX F990. Although that one is for Canon, but yeah, that will say high speed sync for Canon, and for Nikon it's something similar. So with the Gloxy, as you can see here, HSS high speed sync, and here it's saying it's compatible up to 1/8000th of a second high speed sync.